In this video, let's take a look at the text property. One of the steps in creating a website is often adding of text. To add a text to your website, let's go to Toolbox, and under Standard, let's locate Text. Click on it and draw on an empty space. By default, we get double-click to edit. Let's double-click in it and use the Ctrl+A to highlight the text in it. Let's populate it with some text. Under normal circumstance, we are supposed to type in our text or copy text from elsewhere and bring it into our project. But WYSIWYG Web Builder makes it possible for us by giving us an option to use the lorem ipsum. So you click on the drop-down arrow in the ribbon and you can select the number of paragraphs you want to use or the number of words you want to use. In my case, I'm going to use 2 paragraphs. So I click on 2 and it populates with the lorem ipsum text paragraph for me. Since we selected the text 2, some functions has been activated as well. That's the text 2 functions. We have format and we have review. And under format, we have categories. We have the clipboard, we have font, paragraph, styles, symbols, editing, and link. The clipboard has got to do with copying, cutting, deleting, and pasting. And when we come to font, we can change the font type, the font size, either using the drop-down arrow over here and selecting a figure, or using the top font size icon, or the shrink font size icon. We can bold, we can italic, we can underline, we can cross out, we can do subscript, superscript, and we can either select it to be a sentence case, lowercase, uppercase, capitalize each word, or toggle case. We can change the color as well by clicking on the drop-down arrow over here and selecting the color we want to use for the particular text. To make changes to the text, you first have to click and select the text you want to make changes to. For instance, I want to make changes to this first line. I highlight it, then I come to the color section, click on the drop-down arrow and select color red. I can bold it as well and underline it as well. I can cross out as well. So that is how you can make changes to the text. Now let's look at the align functions. Let's still double click in our text and we have align, that's the paragraph section. We can align to left, center, right, or justify. Based on what you want, you just select it and it takes effect for you. We can also add some spacing between letters and we can add some spacing between lines. We can add indentation, either decrease indentation or increase indentation. Next to paragraph is styles. We will cover styles later. Next to styles is symbol. When you click on the drop down arrow, it gives you a wide variety of symbols that you can add to your project from here. When you need more symbols, you can just click on more symbols and it gives you a wide range of symbols you can be using in your project. Next, we have find, replace, select all. These are editing tools. So in case you made a mistake and you want to find a particular word, you want to replace a particular word, or you want to select all, these are the tools you would be using. And the last over here is link. You can simply highlight a text and make it a link. We will talk about links later.